it's pretty hard, you know it.
Good morning, everyone. I am Mayhem, and this is my marathon of Fishton. We are going to start off from the very beginning, and this is Fishton, and this is your uncle's place. Use the basic keys to go forward, back, side to side, turn, so forth. Your uncle will. He requested be left for you here upon his death. Kind regards, April Fish, the Law Office of Salmon and Trout. Feel free to break the lock. Well, oh look, it's a rusty pipe. Looks like it's just the thing to break a lock with. And then open the big door. This game is from Queenfish Gaming and it's husband and wife development team. And so far they've done a really good job on it. It needs a little more, polishing up and has a lot of room for improvement. But it's got a really great start. Alright. So now, what we're going to do, instead of wasting our tools on these parts, I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and do that. We're going to fix kitten first. Over here you'll find kitten. Get out the wrench and use R to add, remove, or repair.
Kit 10.
There's kit 10. Yep.
Look out.
Send it to flee all the time. And he will go and find stuff and bring back to you. Oh, that's a good first piece to get. And then, there we go. Alright, let's get out the grinder. And it's just basically telling you the parts that you don't need you can put in the recycling bin for extra cash. Okay, so tell you what, let's go ahead and install all the parts. And then we will lift it to install the rest. Okay, let me get over here and bring this up so I can actually see my chat. Good morning, country lady. How are you? Alright, here we go. Put the transmission in. And you wait till you got them in the car. You can see the actual rust spots better. And you use the grinder to get rid of them. How is the sound? Is the game too loud? I'm good, country lady. Thank you for asking. There are different levels of tools in the game. Okay, great. Thank you. This is the basic version, and it only has a certain number of uses. I'm about to wear it out. See, there it goes. But there's another one real close by. We're over here to the gas station. And there's usually one here. Yep. All right. That works. Get the wrench back out. And you can tell how many uses the wrench. This one can be used up to 10 times. But the good one is like basically. Ooh, one of my dogs is barking. But the good ones, the really good ones, you can use them as many times as you want. They don't have a limit. But we haven't unlocked them yet. We're going to go to the library and do that. Put the wheels on the bus. I forgot I wrenched that in place, didn't I? That's all right. Huh. There was no sound with that one. Well, that's weird. It is a fun little game though, and you will stay busy. I mean, it is insane how busy you be in this game. All right. Now normally the coupe does not have a trailer hitch, but it will fit one. And you can put parts from other cars on this car. So the trailer hitch from a van or a sedan or an SUV or a truck will fit. And it's good because you can pull trailers and stuff. Okay. And this is the last piece we need to have the bare minimum to run a car. You gotta have engine, transmission, both axles, all 4 tires, ignition, and steering wheel. And now we can actually get in it. Ooh, jumping. Ooh, took damage on that one. We can get in it and start the engine. No, why not? Okay, something is not attached. Maybe a wheel. No? Oh, the ignition didn't attach. Well, yeah, that would be a reason. You use control to kneel down. Point at a part and press F to pick it up. There we go. You use the mouse wheel to scroll the part in and out from your hand to make it reach places. Come on. You can see it's hidden behind the steering wheel, so you use the control key to bend down and then press R and attach it. Alright, now it's attached. Now you can't get in the vehicle if you've got a tool in your hand. So pressing V is not going to do anything. Get rid of the wrench, press V, press I and hold it. Ooh, look at that engine puff. Ooh. How about that? Now you can leave it running while you get out of the car, but no, I don't do that. It does have gas and it burns it. These little gray chests here you can get goodies out of. Coke, water, vodka, beer, candy bars, anything. Now this is not the
Gift received.
ooh, there's our first gift. This is not the actual grill. This is the grill for a hatchback, not a coupe, but it will give us lights. Okay. I know that's not his gift. That was just in the way. Where's he at? Where's Kit 10? I don't see him anywhere. Oh, and we have lights in our buildings too. We can just turn them on. They put a lot of detail into this game. And yes, somehow it may sound unrealistic to be able to drive without, seats.
10.
There he is. Let's go send him on his way. Okay, come here.
Look out.
Whenever you get in a car and start to drive away, Kit 10 automatically will sit wherever you happen to be. Which is okay. Oop, they're dropping another part. Ooh, it's a seat. And it's for the coupe. I can tell that because I know the colors. Black and gray are coupe seats. And it's a driver's seat. Yay! Now we don't have to drive standing up anymore. Wrench. Alright, I need to go to the library. We'll go this way. You have a map. It shows you where you're at with the yellow icon. And all the little pins are different areas you can interact with. There's a racetrack. And a mansion for Lord Fishton. Yeah, it's pretty good. Alright, go to the library. We're going to unlock better tools and learn the skills. And there's it's a lot of busy work. Keeps you busy, busy, busy. It's great. I love it. Okay. Come in. Your brain has been waiting for you. Paid for by Rip Chip Corporation. To learn, approach a shelf, push the E button, finish the book, and click item on the page. Alright, open the door. See if there's anything on this one. Nope. I guess all the ones with the sign over their shelf is, this is the life skills. And this basically explains to you all of the different icons. you've got your rest, you've got hunger, you've got water or hydration, you've got whether or not you got to go to the restroom, and you've got cleanliness. Yes, it's a stink meter. And this is for the wrench. Now we can go and get a better wrench. This is for the grinder. Now we can get a better grinder. And this is for the hammer. Alright. Now, read the wrench book on the second floor of the library. Go in here and up the stairs. And then you got grinder, hammer, and wrench. Now this unlocks the best tools. Yeah, I know, country lady. Working full time is a pain, but I've finally gotten to a point where I can't work anymore, so I'm kind of forced into retirement, and I've got to find something to do without comparing my time, or I'm going to go stir crazy. And this is what I chose. Hopefully, I can entertain people at the same time.
This? I know.
And Uncle Fish wants me to go find Brodog and repair him. Yeah. Uncle Fish was a bit of a tinkerer. He made robots. Brodog was one of them. Okay. So, we will go find Brodog. And you gotta watch out for these crazy drivers in Fishton. They're worse than Houston drivers. As you'll notice, you'll see little areas where parts get deposited all over the map. And that's what it is. They're spawn points where parts will be spawned in. And they will keep spawning. And basically from what I understand, the parts will wear naturally, which means they turn into scrap. Yeah, me either. I can't just sit. I got to be doing something. I'm usually a hands-on type, mechanic type. Okay, now, Brodog wants us to go and talk to Austin. So, you got to watch out for wolves in this game. They're really the only menace. And you don't really have weapons per se until you get an axe, which we can get right now. Well, yeah, we can. Okay, we'll go over here. Get the axe over here. This is the lumber logger.
Welcome to the mill.
Welcome to the mill. I got an alpha you can refuse. Now we've got an axe. Okay, and the axe goes in slot number 5. Alright, we have a coupe engine and a coupe driver's seat. This is what I normally do when I've got the game going. I take all of the parts that are on a spawn point and move them. And it frees up space for more stuff to spawn. I don't know if that's really necessary. And eventually I'll be pulling a trailer. And I won't have to worry about it too much. I can just load everything up at once and take it. Now these white trash bags. Every 5 that you bring Andy over here, he'll give you $100. Because that's your first real job. Alright, talk to Cool Andy.
Looking for work?
And he'll say, bring me 5 bags of trash and I will pay you for your trouble. Now, I have suggested that they make this to where once you finish it, He will automatically just give you $20 every time you bring a bag. Ooh, look, it's beer. We don't want beer, really. It's bad. Okay. But as it is right now, once you bring him 5, you got to ask him again. Every time you finish off a group, just press E on him and do it again. That way you can always have it going. And it resets when you save and leave the game. So when you first come back in, you got to open it back up again. But it's not a big deal. One other thing you can do is recycle. That's what they were talking about with parts. If you don't need them, you put them in a recycle bin. Alright, this is scrap. And you recycle it, you get $21. What you do is you pick it up and you just run it back to the recycling bin. And there are lots of these all over the map. You can actually buy one and place it wherever you decide to put your property. And you get $21. Now, you can also buy these from him. That's a coupe body for $1,090. That's another coupe body. And these are random spawns. You can also buy a manual transmission, which, if you were having, if you were doing controller, maybe. Keyboard shifting is difficult.
Here you go.
Oh, look. He brought me a present.
Look out.
It is a truck door. Cool. We'll leave it there for now. Okay. Oh, that's either a van or a coupe. It's a coupe. All right. When you sell the vehicles you put together, it'll be based on a price. Now, when you first find parts, ooh, my wrench is gone. I used my wrench up. Let's do this. Hammer. When you hover over a part, you'll see the durability. Parts are 10. Now, if it's not there, hit R to repair it. Cars are 100. That's a 92 or 98.2. And I don't have any other parts on it right now that have to be repaired. Okay, so we're going to get rid of this, move it out of the way. And I have to go and get another hammer. I'm going to go to the tool shop and buy a set of good tools. You'll also notice those trees right there. The ones with the balloon style leaves are the ones that the lumber mill guy wants you to cut down. You got to wait till they are fully grown to cut them, and it'll give you a series of logs you can bring back to him and turn in for money. And after you've done enough of them, he'll give you the option to buy a chainsaw. And it cuts the big log into multiple logs, and you'll cut more money that way, turning them in. All right, come here. Let me get my excellent tools. Good wrench. Good hammer. Good grinder. Oops, I don't have enough of that. Okay. Well, I do need the wrench. And I'll go ahead and replace the hammer. To drop a hammer, you press the right mouse button after you've got it in your hand, and then press the corresponding number to put it back where it belongs. Alright. There's a wolf. See him right there? He's coming at me. He looks hungry. I'm going to leave. Yeah, the purple meter up there right below the red heart line is your stamina. As you can see, it goes down as you sprint. Doop-a-doop-a-doo, doop-a-doop-a-doo. Sometimes these guys have stuff in their trunk you can steal. Doop-a-doo, doop-a-doo. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Now I have a good wrench. And we can put this on our car. There. Now, we're getting better. Now I'm going to take a little time. I'm going to turn these in. All of them. So I can get me a good grinder. And I won't have to worry about it. Because as soon as I use up that grinder, it's going away. I have to go get a new one. And I'm almost to a point in the story missions where I just have to start taking parts for the sports car and putting them in Lord Fish's office so he can rebuild his car. You're going to see the entire storyline today. I'm going to stream for at least 8 hours, maybe more. So I don't expect everybody to stick with me for the entire duration. But I appreciate everybody that's here. And we get some eyes on this game, and there's a Discord for it. I tried to post the link for their Discord in the description. And the link is hidden, so I'm going to have to get one of them to do it. Give me this. And now I have more than enough money to get a grinder. There we go. Alright, now we're going to drive around to all the little spawn locations. Look for the rest of the parts for our coupe. And check and look to see if any other cars have spawned in. I'll show you the locations where cars spawn in. Ooh, there's another bag. We can turn that in for money. This will be, I think, our 4th bag, and there's one more in front of the decal shop that Andy's going to be opening up. I'm really looking forward to that because I want to be able to put decals on the cars. Hi, Katie, be good. That's my daughter. Hi, Darlene. It's good to see you guys. Thank you. All right, let's get back in our car. I think I see a hood over there that might fit us. One other thing you want to be careful about is when you park your car, don't leave it in a place where the people walk, because they will, the sprites collide. It's bad. Your car end up in a tree or something. It's almost like a tornado hit you. It's a van hood. Let's repair our hood. There we go. Yes, that is my daughter, my oldest. She is something else. Trunk. It's a sedan trunk. Now I can put it on my car, but it's not going to look right. Actually, those look pretty good. But you can see it sticks out in the rear mirror, rear view, and it curves around a little bit and it doesn't seal completely. That's because it's not meant to be on this particular car. That's all right though. I And there is a van door. There are several different cars in this game. There's a hatchback, a coupe, a sedan, a van, a truck, an SUV, and a sports car. All right, I love you too. Don't work too hard in the garden. Good morning, Lord Fish. Speak of the devil. There he is. All right, I'm clearing parts, stacking them up for shipping later. You are supposed to be running.
Look out.
Look out. Oh. Trash cans. What do we got over here? A hatchback dash. Probably use that here in the next car. All right. Another one. And by the way, there's some more of those round trees with the balloon leaves.
Gift received.
There's our gift from Kit 10. And it's a driver's door for a truck. I can put it on here, but as you can see, it doesn't work too well. It's alright though. Any part adds value. The correct part adds more value. Alright. Now let's go talk to Austin. Hi there. I'm Austin. Sorry about the mess. I just bought this place. He says, go talk to Tyler. We need a spot on our belt for weapons, so we don't have to just carry them around all the time. I don't currently have enough money to pay him for the damage to his fence. Let me look at something real quick. I have a spreadsheet that tells me the prices. I do $24 thereabouts. That should be enough. Let's say coupe. I don't need that. I've already got it. All right, when I drop this in here, I should get $24. I did. So now I have enough to pay him for the damage to his gate. See, the reason I know that is because I've been through it 3 times. I've got a lot of hours in the game already. But there's like, oof, so many hours you can put in this game. Okay. Alright, we're going to pay him his money. Now, he wants us to buy weapons from him. I've noticed this one here. Once it opens the dialogue, it starts to move the mouse around, so you can't copy the journal. So you have to open your inventory to freeze the screen, and then copy the journal. And then you can get rid of that again. Little minor bugs, no biggie. Alright, so we got to go make some more money. And look for more parts. In the car.
Kit 10.
Where's he at? He's around somewhere. Kitten is very bugged as well. There he is. He's coming. he will lock onto a location where I am and start coming for me. But by the time he gets there, I'm not there anymore. So we got to do some work on him. I'll know where he was been when I see a part in a odd place. Okay. Now we're going to go to another area where there's 3 little spawn points. All right. Let's see if we can find some. Now, eventually, you'll get to the point where you'll know that, you know, what is what laying on the ground. Hatchback, hatchback, coupe. There's another coupe. Driver's back seat. Good. We don't have that one. Oop. And now it's getting dark. Turn our light on. L for the light. Let me put the hammer away and get out the wrench. Let's see if I can put this in. Yep, because there's a gap right there where the door doesn't meet. I like it. Okay, now if we get the hammer back out, we can see its durability. It's a thing I've done. Awesome. Well, you could have called me, you know, and I would have helped you. But anyway, I know you did it yourself, and you're better for it. Van transmission. What I normally do is when I'm checking parts, I will hit them with the hammer and make them full. Because the way I carry them, they tend to take some damage. Because the cars, let me get in the car here. I'll open the doors. Oop, you can't do it with a weapon in your hand. Okay, turn the lights on. Lights won't come on. I've got a grill on it. Huh. You can open the doors. You can open the trunk. You can open the hood. All those things. There's the controls. Just press and hold the shift key, and it shows you all the stuff. But it will not turn on its lights. That's weird. The grill is attached.
Here you go.
It's got minor damage. Now it's fully repaired. Okay. See, the trunk here is not really made to carry parts. The bottom is solid, but the sides and the back are not solid as far as parts go. But we can do this. Any parts we find that we really want to keep, we can attach them to whatever we're driving, as long as we don't have the part in place. So I can take this door and the other door and the hood, the trunk lid, and drop them off at my garage. Turn that light off. All right, let's send him back on a mission.
Look out.
Look out. Cool. I think his wife did the Queenfish did the voice for Kit 10. Yeah. All right, we're going to close our doors. Now I've been able to put some stuff in the trunk and carry it. Lord Fish, the lights on the car are not working. I don't know why. Let's try something here. Let me take them off and reattach them. Let's now see if they work. They work now. Alright. Now, we're going to go to another place where there's a spawn point for parts. Actually, we're going to go to check out a place where there's lots of them. Yeah, you can go between trees. Alright. Downtown Fishton. Fire department. Police department. Yeah, I try to stay away from them. I always park right here, because there's 2 spots over there and there's 2 spots over here. Alright, have a hatchback and hatchback steering wheels, sedan transmission, driver's door for a sedan, hatchback, and we've got a back seat for a sedan, a coupe hood, which we can use right now. Oh, we already have one. Never mind. Where'd it go? There it is. We're going to hit it though. Repair it. This is a coupe trunk. We're going to use that and replace. Tires are universal. You can put a tire on anything. Pick it up. Alright, come over here. And I found this out. With, as long as you can put your dot on the part you want to remove, you can remove it while holding a part and snap it into place and attach it, and you're good. Just like that. I like it. All right. What I'm gonna do this. I'll show you what I did. I will not pass up a tire. Tire. And you don't have a lot of control over these. But if you know how to do it, just lean it on the ground, push forward, press F to drop it. Now it's flat, laying on the ground. Pick it up, put it in the trunk, press F to get rid of it, and now it's laying in the trunk. Now, is this the passenger side? Nope, driver's side. There's another seat here. Passenger side. That's the 2 seats we need. Get the wrench out. Attach the seat. Normally you can't do this with the doors on, because the door covers the entire spot. But since my doors are not standard doors, they're a sedan door and a truck door, I have little gaps I can reach through and put the parts on. Oh, I do need a dashboard. That's a hatchback. That's a hatchback. Okay, we'll just do a hatchback for now. As you can see, it reaches out past the door because it doesn't fit this car. Now we have gauges. We got no excuse for speeding. Alright, now we're going to go over here to a single spawn point in the middle here. I want that barbecue to work so bad so I can grill up me some wolf steaks. Alright, we don't need a grill. That's a dash for a sedan. This could be a van grill. It is. And that's for a sedan. And that is a coupe driver door, which we do need. So we fix it and we pick it up. We come over here and we are going to detach the truck door and we are going to attach our door. And then we're going to pick up the other door. Now, there's a reason I do that. And I'll show you when I do the passenger door. If you pick up a part that's right next to where you just took a part off, it's going to just try to snap it back onto the vehicle, and it's going to be a pain. That's why I do it the way I do it. Now, some of these buildings you can actually break into, and that's good because you can get stuff out of them. Alright, there are 3 more spawn points. 2 of them are over here. No, 3. There's 4 more. 3 of them are over here. And then 1 of them is over right behind your shop. Right. Okay. Transmission for hatchback. Back for hatchback hatch.
Gift received.
Ooh, gift received.
Meow, 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 meow.
He's probably not here. He's probably somewhere else. Kit 10 needs really some serious love. That's my passenger door. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I did this. I don't even know if that tire's still in there. Nope, it came out. Wasn't paying attention. All right, wrench out. I'm going to take this door off, and I'm going to pick it up. Now, sometimes it snaps right back into place, just like that. And other parts do that too sometimes. But I picked this one up, and it won't snap because there's something there already. So now I have to wait, put this down, sedan part. Ooh, an ignition. These little ignitions are hard to see. And they fall out easily. Okay. Come on. Fall off. Oh, there's a coupe dash. Alright, we're going to put that in. There, it finally fell off. Okay. Remove this dash. And attach this dash. Now, hey kitten, I see you. We're going to attach this one. Aha. Come here, you.
Look out. Wah, 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 wah.
He's so cute. She's cute. I'm sorry. I keep saying he. I don't know why. The only cat we have is a female too. So, all right. The only thing I need now is another seat. Now, sometimes you'll see a seat and you don't think it's yours. Yes, I did, Lord Fish. When you're when you're adding a part or removing a part, I'll show you. This is a new addition they just did. When you're removing it, it's red. When you're putting it on, the line fills green. So you know what you're doing. I also noticed on the racetrack, you can blow a tire out because somebody threw some scrap on the track. And when you've blown out 2 tires, You can't stop so good. You can't turn so good. That happened twice yesterday, my testing. But I love it. More realistic. All right. Now, we've got one more spawn point. Let's see if I can find my last part. I need a seat. And here's a spawn area right here for cars. And I'm going to move that engine so it's not taking up one of the car spots. There are 2 cars that can spawn here. That's a hatchback engine. I'll put it out here so I know it's there. Once I get my logging trailer, I can just pick up all the parts I want. Yeah, on the track. I blew out 2 tires. I knew it was happening because I heard a little pop and a hiss. And over there's a car. All right, let's go check it out. It's a hatchback. Here is the other. Oh, the tire just fell out. It was still in there. Let me get out and get it. Sometimes I forget I've got stuff in my trunk. I got junk in my trunk. Get in there. Alright. Alright, we're going to go over here. Alright. Now we're going to need this tire here eventually. It's a hatchback. Now you can sell it as is. I'm trying to see if I can. Nope, I don't see it. I bet it fell out. I had a ignition in there. Okay, you can sell it as is for $850. But the tire bug where the car won't start. As far as I know, yes. What it is when you put a tire up to the car, sometimes it, without using the wrench, it automatically goes to attached. And if it does that, it's not attached. So if you try to start the car, it won't start. So what you have to do is detach it, put it back in place, and reattach it. That fixes it. All right, so if it doesn't, if the engine won't run, check the 4 tires and see if any of them is not attached. And that'll be it. All right, let's go find that ignition. Because that's one of the parts you've got to have to make a car run. And there it is, right there. Okay. Ignition. It's a van ignition, but it doesn't matter. You just won't get as much for a hatchback with a non-hatchback ignition is all. Come on. Now, here's another part. If it's partially hidden, use control and put your button right on it, and it will miss everything. Hi, Digger. How you doing, man? It does. I like it better that way. Yeah, we'll get there. These two have got another game out there also called Yard Sale Simulator, which is great. It's getting a lot of action. That is a coupe. Oh, there's a bumper for a hatchback. Cool. Some cars have bumpers. Some have 2 bumpers. Some have no bumpers.